Okay, so to start with, we're going to start on our shins. You're going to take a block or your towels or your pillows or whatever you got and place it between your ankles and just find as much height as you like. Whatever works. And then you want to have your knees together and your feet in. And then I like to just kind of lift the skin of the knees to make it a little more comfortable. Beautiful. Shoulders back, heart center lifts. Really think about pushing the tops of the feet into the floor. Let's bring our fingers to our shoulders and let's reach those elbows apart. Beautiful. Nice big circles. Think about drawing your belly button in and up. Good. Keep pushing to the tops of the feet. You want to very gently squeeze the shoulders, and you want those circles to be as big as they can be. And then change directions with your circles, going the opposite way. Keep on breathing. Nice, and then stopping with the circles, let's exhale to bring the elbows to one another, inhale, elbows apart, exhale, elbows in, inhale, apart. You want to really listen to your knees here. At any point those knees start talking to you, you want to change your seated position. We'll call this the On the Road series. And then elbows come apart, exhale, elbows down, inhale, elbows up, exhale, down, inhale, up. Beautiful. So nice mid upper back shoulder release, great for the neck. Anytime we want to really get into that mid back, it's really good to extend as much as possible into those elbows. Nice. Excellent, and then let those elbows come down, palms face up, shoulders back, ears are directly over those shoulders. Let's just allow that right ear to come down towards the right shoulder, left elbow extending down towards the floor. Tops of the feet pushing into the earth, navel palming in. And rotating your chin towards that right shoulder. Inhale to bring your chin gently, slowly back up to center. Draw that belly back. Let the opposite ear come down. And then rotating your chin towards that shoulder. Inhale to bring your chin back up to center, belly pulls in, let your head go straight back. Gentle, gentle, listen to your body, relax your forehead, lift your heart center up. And then slow, 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 let's bring your chins up. And then just gently drop the chin down. And inhale, chin coming out nice and slow. And let's turn and look over the one shoulder. And back to center. Slowly turning to look over the other shoulder. And back to center. Nice. We're going to inhale the shoulders up by the ears. Out through the mouth. 2 more. Perfect. We're going to slowly bring our hands behind us, starting with the fingertips, walking those fingers back. We're then going to lift our butt just a little bit and think about taking our butt cheeks towards our knees, just tilting the pelvis. And then maybe we can even bring the palms of the hands onto the floor. We want to wrist stretch, the fingers point forward head to hang heavy. If that doesn't feel comfortable, then lifting your chin, but remembering moving the neck, we want to move nice and slow. So feel free to let that head go if you like, but not if it feels like it's tense. Let's hold for 2 more breaths here. Push the tops of the feet into the floor. And then nice smooth inhale to bring your chin up, really taking your time. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Beautiful. Then from here, we're going to come up onto the knees. We're going to come into the counter pose. So taking your blankets or your block, whatever you've got from between your seat, under your seat to the side. Wrists below shoulders, knees directly below hips. Tuck your toes under. Lift up the back of the skull so there's no turtlenecking. And we want to externally rotate our arms so that our elbow armpit is facing forward. Shoulders away from the ears. Let's straighten out that right leg. Right toes are pushing into the floor. Nice. Push into the fingertips. Push into the circumference of the palms. Really think about opening up the back of the knee and pull your belly button up towards your spine. Then allow that right knee to come down, keeping your toes tucked. Straighten out that left leg. Push into the left toe rounds. Lift up that back thigh. Reach the calf towards the heel. Relax your forehead. See if you can push into the base of the thumb and the index. And then left knee comes down. One more time. Let's straighten out that right leg, opening up the back of the calf. Nice hamstring stretch. And then right knee comes down. Extend that left leg out. And then left knee comes down. Both knees are on the floor. Toes are tucked. Exhale to curl the spine. Think angry kitty. Inhale, shoulders back. Sit bones lift. Gazing up. Exhale to curl the spine. Think angry kitty. And then inhale your shoulders back. Sit bones lift. Gazing up. Back and forth. Looking for maximum movement through that mid-back. Trying to keep the external rotation of the shoulders by keeping the elbow creases pointing forward. Let's take 3 more breaths. Beautiful. And stopping with that nice straight spine. This time we're going to point the feet so the tops of the feet are on the floor. Keep the hips direct, so keep the knees directly under the hips, and let's make hip circles here. So pushing the tops of the feet, don't let those knees wander. And big circles here to release our lower back. Belly button drawing in and up. And doing your best to keep that external rotation of the shoulders so that the elbow armpits or elbow creases are pointing straight forward. Or as close to forward as you can. And then change direction with the circles. Think about lifting up into the back of the skull. No turtleneck. Think of that neck being an extension of the spine, so we want it to be level with the spine, not lower. So this shin has to be straight. If the ankle is behind the knee, then you're going to overstretch the knee. Nice, a little bit further forward. Feet are hips distance apart. You're going to push into your feet, and then just think about leaning forward into your hips. Shoulders back, heart center lifts. Push that left foot into the floor, so you've got to walk that shin forward, or you can walk that left knee back. That's an option too. You can always take that left knee and walk it back. And then if you're comfortable here, you can bring the left hand up to the right hot thigh, the right hand up, and then just leaning back a little bit, pressing into both feet, shoulders relaxed, making sure that this is nice and straight. If it was back here, too much for the knee. So that's a really important alignment. You want to think right hip back a little bit to keep the pelvis in line. Let's just take 5 more breaths here. If you feel that left knee, just add a little cushion under there. You can put a towel under there, blanket under there, fold up your mat, whatever you got. Grass is a good place to do this one. And then nice and slow, we can bring our hands down, and we're just going to step that right knee back. Beautiful. And then step that left foot forward. So again, you can always walk that right knee back if you need to. Top of the right foot is on the floor, feet are hips distance apart, left shin is nice and straight. Start with your fingers on the floor and just feel like you're taking your hips and you're leaning them forward. But at the same time, you pull that left hip back. You want to watch that left shin. You're starting to have that knee go past the ankle. So see if you can tuck either, yeah, perfect. You either tuck the right toes and walk that right knee back, or you can walk that left foot forward so that it's level and straight. This is comfortable. You want to go deeper. Take the right hand to the left thigh, left hand to the left thigh, and just come up a little bit. Push into that right foot to balance. And again, it's like you're leaning those hips forward, shoulders back. Just breathe in here. Relax your forehead, relax your jaw. And by my count, we've got 2 more breaths. And then allow your fingers to come back down onto the floor or the palms, and just step that left leg back. Knees are underneath the hips, wrists are underneath the shoulders. We're going to push into the tops of the feet. We're going to bring that right arm up and that left leg up. Reaching, extending the limbs in 2 directions. Take your belly and lift it up towards your spine. So you're not concaving your back, but you've got a nice long back. Think about taking the front rib cage and lifting it towards the back rib cage. Beautiful. Exhale to bring those limbs down. Let's inhale the opposite limbs up. So left arm, right leg comes up. Reaching and extending. It's an external rotation of the right arm, and it's a slight internal rotation of that right leg. Front ribs to back ribs, belly towards spine, lengthen a little bit more. And exhale to come down. 1 more round, press into your feet, spread your fingers. Wrists below shoulders, knees below hips, and then inhale, right arm, left leg. Make sure the back of the neck is nice and long. It's not drooping, but you're lifting up the back of the skull. You're lifting up the rib cage. Stretch and extend in 2 directions. Try and keep those hips level like you can serve coffee on your sacrum. And exhale to lower down. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Reach, extend, stretch. Belly lifts up. Extend those limbs. Externally rotating the arm, internally rotating that right leg. And exhale to lower. Beautiful. Let's take the knees nice and wide, toes touching, heels are apart. So you want to have the knees nice and wide, your toes are touching, your heels are apart, and then nice and slow, you're just going to bring your seat back towards your heels. We're going to have the elbows wide, almost as wide as the knees, and then we can either stack our fists and bring our forehead onto the hands and really work those shoulders away from the ears, or if it's comfortable, we can stack our hands and bring our forehead onto the hands. And if that seat is lifted, that's fine. If you feel your ankles or your knees, then just bring your seat a little bit away from those feet. Here, let's find our belly breath. So with each inhalation, think about the belly expanding. With each exhalation, pull the belly back to the spine. Inhale, belly expanding. Exhale, belly back to the spine. So holding that position as you continue to breathe into your belly.